How many times have you been writing and your hand starts to cramp up or you get the little blister? Well, we have a solution for you.
We are Styro Grip. Styro Grip is a moldable pencil grip that molds to the user's unique grip style in order to eliminate those pains, aches, blisters, or tensions you may get from writing for long, extended periods of time. I personally have had struggle with penmanship for my entire school career and struggles with sitting down and writing notes for long, extended periods of time. I know how that feels. I get aches, I get blisters, and this is totally something that I could see that would relieve those pains, and it would be something that would help me, and that's what inspired me to create this idea. So we are also environmentally friendly. We repurpose styrofoam and incorporate it in making our grips. 30% of landfills are made up of styrofoam, so we want to take that out and repurpose it into something better.
Hi, I'm Elliot Twill, Director of Technology.
I'm Jackson Veal, Director of Marketing.
I'm Ruby O'Brien, CFO.
And I'm Isaac Swindle, CEO.
So a few of our competitors include Amazon for $150 with this very constricted grip that only allows you to use 3 fingers, Blick with this grip that always slides off your pencil, and Amazon. Amazon has a grip for the Apple Pen, which we're starting with our number 2 pencils, but then we hope to evolve to the Apple Pen.
Yeah, and then we're different from these competitors because A, we're moldable and customizable to the writer's unique style. You can put it on any sort of writing utensil. It's recycled styrofoam, reused from styrofoam that we get donated from us, which makes it environmentally friendly.
So our solution starts with styrofoam and acetone, and we combine those to get this like disintegrated styrofoam, and then we have like a gooey thing that it starts out as a gooey thing, but then as it dries up, it gets a little harder. And so we would package it for the customer. And currently we do not have a vacuum sealer, but that would be our main goal, to vacuum seal it and sell it to the customer. The customer would then take it out of the vacuum sealed package and put it on their pencil and mold it to their grip. They would let it dry overnight, and then the next morning it'd be ready to go.
So currently our main targets are students, our fellow students. At the heart of Styro Grip, this idea was mainly meant for students to relieve their pain in writing. So we mainly just want to target our fellow students firstly and get about 200 grips made, distribute them amongst them, and get feedback from them to see if this is something that really helps them and relieves that pain that they get from writing for extended periods of time, taking those AP World History notes or AP US History notes. And as we develop our product and we evolve, we plan on branching out to architects, possibly writers, artists, people who sit down for long periods of time and write all day.
And our total addressable market would be the city of San Antonio, which is where we're starting out. And then you move on to our serviceable market, which would be children between 6 and 18 in San Antonio, which is about 500,000. And then our real target market right now would be elementary schools in the Alamo Heights area, which is about 4,800 kids. And then we're going to spread along different school districts in the city of San Antonio, and there are 19 school districts in San Antonio.
So our timeline for where we want to be in the next 12 months is in 3 months we want to sell to our school here right now in Heights, and then in the next 6 months we want to be in the rest of the schools in our district, and then 9 months the whole city of San Antonio, and in 12 months online on our website.
So for our finance, it takes 60 cents to make this grip. 50 cents of that is the acetone, and then, or 50 cents is the packaging, and then 10 cents is the acetone. So we would get about 80% profit, which is $2.90, but we're pricing it at $3.50, so that's pretty good, 80% profit. And then for our growth rate, we have 200%. Like he said, we want to move from Alamo Heights to other school districts within San Antonio.
And we're asking for the full $500 today. That would include our website and domain name, the website being a monthly payment, and then we already bought the domain name for $10. And we're going to use about $100 on advertising on Instagram, which is about 100 clicks. Our prototype testing, we're going to put about $45 in it. It'll make roughly 480 grips, hopefully more. And vacuum sealer, which is about $140 on Amazon.
With those 480 grips as well, we plan on getting them out to younger kids at Cambridge, Woodridge, possibly Howard, to see how our grip possibly can enable writing skills in younger children. And we'll get feedback from their parents and their teachers through interviews with teachers or questionnaires.
So we plan on measuring our success by units sold and the feedback we get from Howard, like Isaac said.
Thank you guys so much. At the heart of Styro Grip, we want to enhance the tradition of writing with a writing utensil instead, because technology, as it evolves, we see that students are more often taking notes on their computers, and it's scientifically proven that you actually do not retain as much information if you take those notes on your computers rather than writing it down physically with a pencil. It's more kinesthetic. It enhances your brain. So, yes, thank you.
Question, is this on? Yeah. Do you see this, once it's to your grip, being taken off that pencil and put on another, other words, reusable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suggestion would be you're going to have demos, just like they do in a grocery store or something, you know, take a bite of this. And colleges would be absolutely, you know, where they're selling all this junk and have a demo. It will be a little more expensive from a marketing standpoint, but once you sell some, then it'll be, everybody will see it, and then you'll create demand by them looking at it.
You've done some, I'll call retail competitive analysis, but the actual process and what you're doing here, have you explored intellectual property, a patent?
We have looked at patents, and we are hoping to like first get the product out there and then try and get the patent with it. But as of now, we do not have a patent, no.
Still perfecting the prototype.
Yes, yeah, we're still prototype, still trying to get it perfect.
So I have are you really, you think you're really solving for pain, or are you providing, you know, a comfort item? Because it's two totally different messages. I don't really buy the pain and agony pitch, but I do think that, hey, this is something that's, if you write a lot, and you're exactly right about you know, the ability to retain information by handwriting it versus keyboard entry. That is a well-proven fact, and I haven't gone through medical school. I can attest to that. That handwriting, I would go rewrite all my notes, but it became a pain writing. I could see using something like that because I had to write a lot. But I think it's more of a comfort thing, so I think you ought to think about that. And then I don't think elementary schools are your real target. I think college, grad school, places where you're sitting there spending a lot of time taking notes, transcribing notes. I agree, it is going away with notes on the computer. I mean, I think using this is not near as much as it used to be, but there are certain you said artists, maybe architects, people taking lots of notes. I think your market that you're trying to target should not be elementary kids. They're going to lose it. Different pens. I mean, I have my favorite pen that I use every day. I think it'd stay on my pen and I would use it. Otherwise, you know, what do you guys think?
There's different colors. I mean, you got all sorts of things that you could do.
Yeah, I mean, again, from a design, I know this is just which is impressive to have something already. Just something that if you're not going to put it on a pencil or a pen and you're, just think about the design and this is a little thick and how you can make it really.
What's the catalyst? You mentioned something. Is it heat or cold? When it comes out, what takes it? You make the product. It sits on the shelf for 3 months, and now I'm gonna use it and I mold. What is the catalytic event for me to be able to mold it and then it hardens? Do I heat it up?
Oh no, it's gonna stay vacuum sealed, and so it'll
so
still
it's a vacuum. So when it touches air.
Yeah, when it yeah, it's gonna dehydrate.
It'll start to dry as soon as the air reaches it.
Okay, so part of that is you got to pull it out, put it on that pen, form it to your hand, and then is it 2 minutes, 2 hours?
It's overnight. It's gonna dry overnight.
Okay, so you can kind of get it just right.
And that'll kind of mold it, however, when you start writing with it. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's because there's not anything I have to do but open it up. It's like the little heat packets in a ski glove or something, right? I mean, that's you let nature do its work. Okay, I like that.
So I'd think a little bit about your name of your product here, the name of your company. It's what you're speaking to a material in your product, which most people don't care about. Think about what is it really providing to the customer. It's this comfort element, this reducing your pain. That's what you ought to be focused on rather than the material. And even though, look, y'all made a good point about this is a recyclable. I mean, you're reusing something that's not recyclable, and there's an environmental benefit for that. But I do think people that really care about that, as soon as they see Styro in the name, they're not gonna want anything to do with it. So I
Use it
it's
in
a
your
negative.
marketing, but not necessarily in your name.
Yep. The other thing I would say is a part of what your pitch could be too going forward is right now you're focusing on writing instruments. There's other things that people hold in their hand for long periods of time, like a paintbrush or something like that. Think about other applications for this same technology that can help people that are in different kind of professions as well.
Great idea.
Thank you.
Great job, guys.
What's their ask?
500.
The whole thing?
Yeah. For the website domain.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well done. Very different.
Great job.